Hello from Rome. Yes, here we are at our beautiful Airbnb. I'm here with my sweet friend Trudy. Her and I are taking the Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator class together, and it's just a very short walk from our Airbnb, and it's a huge Airbnb. We actually have two bathrooms, which in Europe isn't always easy to find. So we love this place. We used it last year also. So what I wanted to share this week was all about projections and expectations. Now, I have done radio shows on this. I have talked about it in pretty much every class that I've facilitated. It is something that I'm constantly clearing. And usually you hear me say it, will you destroy and uncreate all the DJCCs and pissers and RJs, which is decisions, judgments, conclusions, computations, projections, rejections, expectations, separations, refined judgments. Now, so far in the Access class, in this class we're doing right now, Gary and Dane have been talking mostly about projections and expectations, which is all very similar energy, of course. And really, a couple things that I wanted to really share with you, and you might have heard me or other people say it before, but pretend you're listening for the first time, because projections and expectations, if you're not aware of what you're projecting and expecting on other people, or if you're not aware of what they're projecting and expecting onto you, then it does seem like a lot of trauma in your life. Whereas if you're willing to be aware of it, then you can clear it. Then you can be an allowance of it. So, if you're at home and you're waiting for your spouse to get home and you're going, oh, man, it's Friday and they're always tired on Friday and they're going to be cranky when they get home, and then we're going to have a horrible weekend because I'm going to be mad and they're just going to be cranky and they're always cranky on Fridays. And guess what you're projecting and expecting? And then your point of view creates your reality. So guess what you're going to receive? That cranky spouse and a bad weekend. And then you'll go, see, I was right. So we're often proving ourselves right in ways that aren't actually what we would like to be creating. So those are projections and expectations. So you want to be aware of those. And when you're aware of people doing that to you, what you want to be is just interesting point of view. If people are projecting onto you that you're greedy and you have too much, most people would defend against that. There would be these barriers and walls and like, no, I don't. You don't understand. I don't have enough, or whatever you might say to that. But what if? What if instead you could just be interesting point of view? Like, how much more space does that give you? Yeah, right? So that's the first part I want to talk about. Another thing that I wanted to share, which I'd actually never heard of before. Now, they might have been talking about it for years. By they, I mean Gary and Dane, the founders of Access. But I've never heard it before. Dane said yesterday a few times, we can have projections and expectations from other lifetimes. And I thought, wow. Because you know how sometimes you meet somebody for the first time and you just want to throat punch them? Like, you have no reason for it. You don't know them. You've never heard about them, and you're just meeting them. And I mean, this class is a great example. There's 350 of us in the room. So there's a lot of people I'm meeting for the first time. Now, so far I haven't wanted to throat punch anybody, but that's energy that you go like, what's wrong with me? And usually that's the energy you go into. I'm wrong, I'm bad, I shouldn't be like that, I'm a horrible person. Instead of going like, what is this? Which could be projections and expectations from other lifetimes. Like, let's say that person that you just met for the first time was your daughter in another lifetime, and she projected and expected onto you that you would always take care of her. And so then you meet up in this lifetime, even though there's no cognitive memory of that, energetically, if that person had maybe created some trauma in this lifetime, they meet you and all of those kind of projections and expectations come towards you as you didn't take care of me, this is horrible. And again, they're not cognitively aware of it either. So it's like, whoa, that's a lot of possibilities for clearing. And it's really simple. All of the projections and expectations I have with this, whatever this is, I destroy and uncreate them all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, bad box, shorts, boys, and beyonds. All of the projections and expectations I have of myself from every lifetime. I destroy and uncreate them all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyond. And then just be aware throughout the day what comes up, what gets, delivered at you energetically. If you're, maybe you're doing a session on somebody and you get the energy that they've decided it's your job to fix them, to heal them. That's a projection and an expectation. The thing with that is there's no room for possibilities. So you don't even need to talk to them about it, but clear it for you. You can't clear it for them, but clear it for you, which will then take the energy out of it for you. Then you can still be the space of possibilities, and whatever they would like to choose is totally up to them. So just wanted to let you know that for today, because it was just so, it's just a whole other way to look at it. And the remembering to clear the projections and expectations. So the more that you clear them, the less that you will be at the effect of the planet, of the people on the planet, of what's going on the planet. You'd actually be aware instead of projecting and expecting or resisting the projections and expectations. So have an awesome week, my sweet friends, and I look forward to chatting with you next week.